Hello, everybody. Welcome into another movie reaction. I am starting a series today that I probably should have watched and reacted to like 3 or 4 years ago at this point, but I always say it's better late than never. Indiana Jones, kicking off with 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark. I really appreciate you joining me today. Thank you so much. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kale. This is where I share my first time watching experiences with movies and TV shows. Feel free to go and browse my library here on YouTube, but also I have a lot more reactions to movies and shows that have not been edited for the channel. So the full list of all of my reactions is linked in the pinned comment and description down below. Before we get into Indiana Jones today, there are some things I know about this series, franchise, whatever you want to call it. I know that Indiana Jones is an archaeologist. I know that he goes looking for artifacts in like temples and caves and stuff. I know that he fights Nazis. So my assumption is the Nazis are also after these artifacts, and they would obviously use them for nefarious means, and Indiana Jones wants to prevent that because obviously that's about it, I think. Yeah, so I also kind of know the vibe of what to expect with these films because over the years when I've watched movies and TV shows with family or friends, every once in a while a certain scene will pop up and they'll say something like, ooh, this is feeling very Indiana Jones. I think these movies were very iconic for inspiring a lot of films that came after. So yeah, I feel like I know kind of the overall vibe to expect because of that. That's about it. So before we get into this movie though, let me just do a couple quick things. The first is watch-alongs. If you would rather watch the whole reactions to these movies, you'll find them on my Patreon. You do not need to become a member. I will have an Indiana Jones collection that is purchasable. So if you only want access to the Indiana Jones watch-alongs, you can get them that way. Even if not all of them are there yet, you can still grab that now and you'll get access to what's added to it in the future. This is ideal if you just want these and you don't want anything else. If you do want access to everything, obviously the membership is still the best value, but subscription fatigue is real, and I want to make sure that all of my reactions are accessible for just a one-time thing. So there's that. Just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. And then the last thing I'll say before we get into the movie is subscribe, please and thank you. I'm on my way to 40,000 subscribers, which is pretty dope. So yeah, if you want to make sure that you're coming back to the channel. What am I saying? Yeah, YouTube's algorithm is poop now because of the friggin' homepage only showing you like 2 long form videos at a time. So yeah, if you want to make sure that you're not missing out on my reactions, click subscribe, click the notification bell, which I've actually started doing for a lot of channels lately because the algorithm is hot garbage these days. So yeah, notifications are actually where it's at, believe it or not. Remember when we all turned those off back in the day, and now we're turning them back on because websites are going to crap? Yeah, fun. Anyway, we love 2026 internet. All right, that's it officially. Long intro. I apologize. Let's get into the movie, shall we? Oh yes, I did know Steven Spielberg did Raiders. Did he do the whole trilogy or just this one? Alfred Molina's in this? That's cool. Oh shoot, I forgot to mention the intro. I have seen about 30 minutes of the game, the video game, because a friend of mine was playing it and I was curious if it was a game that I would maybe want to play myself. So I did watch about 30 minutes just to get an idea of like cutscenes and gameplay and stuff. The answer is yes, I do want to play it, but I want to watch the movies first before I do, so. Alfred Molina's so young looking. I think if I remember right, the video game takes place between this movie and the next one. What a first impression. This John Williams score is going to become a new favorite of mine, isn't it?
This is where Forrestal cashed in.
A friend of yours?
A competitor.
What is he scooping up?
Yeah.
3 of them? 2 of them? Clearly not a big deal for him. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. No thanks. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you. What the fuck? That would have been a terrible way to go. That was close.
There is nothing to fear here.
Not so fast. Did you not see the thing that impaled that other guy? What happens when you grab it? Oh, is that what that's for? Weight replacement? Love the music buildup. Yeah, it wasn't gonna be that easy. Oh gosh. We gotta go. Not the arrows out of the wall.
Give me the whip. Throw me the idol.
You better not run off.
Throw me the idol. I throw you the whip. Give me the whip. Adios, senor.
Fuck you, bitch. No! Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh my gosh. God, I hate things like that. Run! Oh, oh. Well.
Adios, Vito.
Oh. Well, that's kind of a problem. Hi.
Again, we see there is nothing you can possess which I cannot take away.
Wakanda Matuso! Robata!
So what's so important about this, I wonder? They're so close. Abandon your fishing. All right, decent getaway. Why?
There's a big snake in the plane, Doc! Oh, that's just my pet snake, Reggie!
Oh,
I
okay.
hate snakes, Doc! Show a little backbone, will ya?
All right, Indy. Good with spiders, not so much snakes.
Contains a central passage and 3 chambers or cysts.
I didn't realize he was a teacher.
Chamber 3 was undisturbed, and the undisturbed chamber and the grave goods that were found.
I brought some people to see you, Army Intelligence.
Army intelligence.
You studied under Professor Ravenwood. You have no idea of his present whereabouts?
Just rumors, really. I haven't really spoken to him for 10 years. Had a bit of a falling out, I'm afraid.
You must understand that this is all strictly confidential.
Of course.
You see, over the last 2 years, the Nazis have had teams of archaeologists running around the world looking for all kinds of religious artifacts.
Choir headpiece, staff of Ra, Abner Ravenwood, U.S.
Nazis have discovered Tanis. This is one of the possible resting places of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, the Ark of the Covenant, the chest the Hebrews used to carry around the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments?
Yes, the actual 10 Commandments. Did you guys ever go to Sunday school?
He may have taken the Ark back to the city of Tanis and hidden it in a secret chamber called the Well of Souls.
Well of Souls is a very scary name. Yeah.
Frankly, we're somewhat suspicious of Mr. Ravenwood.
Like he's working.
Prominently in a secret Nazi cable.
Oh, rubbish.
What did the Nazis want him for?
The Nazis are looking for the headpiece to the staff of Ra, and they think Abner's got it. With a miniature of the city all laid out on the floor.
He's so hyped about this.
Good God. Yes, that's just what the Hebrews thought.
Now, what's that supposed to be coming out of there?
Power of God or something.
An army which carries the Ark before it is invincible.
Well, we gotta prevent that from happening.
They want you to get a hold of the Ark before the Nazis do.
Museum gets the Ark when we're finished.
Oh, yes.
What? I feel like Marcus hasn't said everything he's thinking. His oh yes wasn't all that convincing to me.
Well, she'll still be with him?
Possibly. Marion's the least of your worries right now, believe me. In the nearly 3,000 years, man has been searching for the lost Ark. No one knows its secrets. It's like nothing you've ever gone after before.
Okay, maybe he's just worried.
What are you trying to do? Scare me? You sound like my mother. We've known each other for a long time.
I think he's just reasonably concerned. Well, this looks comfy. Hello? Is that a Nazi? Spying on him? Oh, Nepal. I want to go there so bad. I was going to go in 2020, but...
Let's start it!
That's a lot of turned down shot glasses. Oh.
Hello, Marion.
Love this shot.
Always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door.
Former lovers?
I need one of the pieces your father collected. I never meant to hurt you.
I was a child. I was in love. It was wrong and you knew it.
You knew what you were doing.
Get out! Mohan, take me through.
What happened?
It's important, Marion. Trust me.
Come back tomorrow.
Why?
Because I said so, that's why.
Loved that lighting. Just showing his eye, basically. Oh. Had it on her this whole time. Isn't that a bit dangerous to always have on you, though? No. Quick, grab it. Grab it, grab it, grab it.
Good evening, Fräulein.
What do you want?
The same thing your friend Dr. Jones wanted. Hope for your sake he is not yet acquired it.
Why, are you willing to offer more?
Don't do it, don't do it.
How about a drink for you and your men?
Your fire is dying.
Okay, I'm glad that nobody seems to have seen it yet.
I don't know what kind of people you're used to dealing with. Nobody tells me what to do in my place.
Let me show you what I am used to. Nick!
Take your lousy hands off!
What are you about to do with that?
I'll tell you everything.
Yes.
Oh. He didn't leave, he didn't leave, he didn't leave. Awesome. Still don't see it. Sweet. Oh gosh. Ooh. It's a good thing that booze didn't get on that fire. I love the shadow work in this movie. It's so fun. No! No. Watch out. Nice. Thank you.
These haven't forgotten how to show a lady a good time! Till I get back my $5,000, you're gonna get more than you bargained for! I'm your goddamn partner!
All right. Let's do it.
Cairo, city of the living, paradise on earth.
Where did this animal come from?
Whew. So cute.
When did they find the map room? 3 days ago. They have not one brain among them. He's very clever. He's a French archaeologist. Belloc.
Belloc was the guy from the beginning?
There is something that troubles me. The Ark. If it is there, Tanis, then it is something that man was not meant to disturb.
Hello again.
How come you haven't found some nice girl to settle down with? Raise 8 or 9 kids like your friend Shala?
Because he's too busy? Ooh. I really love her outfit, by the way. Great hiding spot. No.
Katrin!
Hello? Oh my gosh, look at that. That was great. Oh no. Oh. Don't shoot too much. Okay, they were somewhere else. They had to be somewhere else. Different truck? I'm not believing she's gone.
Dr. Jones, der Herr in der Bar möchte mit Ihnen sprechen.
Belloc.
Good afternoon, Dr. Jones.
Where shall I find a new adversary so close to my own level?
Try the local sewer.
Jones, do you realize what the Ark is? It's a transmitter. A radio for speaking to God.
You want to talk to God? Let's go see him together.
Uncle Indy, come back home now!
That was a great conversation. I loved the way it was shot too, with Harrison's face all dark and out of focus and him in the corner or off to the side. Shirley's dead. Poison?
This was the old way. This means 6 kadam.
Oh no.
You said their headpiece only had markings on one side. You absolutely sure?
Belloc's staff is too long. They're
Cool.
digging in the wrong place.
Good news? Don't eat it, don't eat it, don't eat it, no!
Bad dates.
Aw, poor guy.
Archaeology is not an exact science. Does not deal in time schedules.
Oh my gosh, they're making so many people dig. It's not even the right spot. Well, they don't know that. There's got to be some other way out of here, right? The music is just too good. Ooh. All right, we got our spot. There is another way out. Oh, we did get him out. Okay. Knew it.
I must have switched baskets.
You have to get me out of here quick.
She was set up too well to have such a quick death.
I'll take you out of here now. They'll start combing the place for us.
You gotta get me out of here.
Get back to get you.
Why do I feel like that's like he did something like that, which is what caused them to not be together anymore in the first place? We got it.
That's it.
He's so excited without being excited. Like, doesn't look excited, but you can tell he's excited. Oh. No, the missing information that they didn't have is burned on his hand. Convenient. What a sky. Holy moly.
Here, we've hit stone.
A door?
Carefully, buddy.
sorry, Indy.
That's okay. Oh. This is why we had the snake scene earlier. Yeah, Indy's gonna love this.
Why did it have to be snakes?
And he's like, never mind, I'm gonna back up and leave now.
I must apologize for their treatment of you.
No food, no water. What kind of people are these friends of yours?
They're awful people.
Beautiful.
I would very much like to see you in it.
I'll bet you would.
I've already told you everything I know. I have no loyalty to Jones. It's brought me nothing but trouble.
Marion, you are beautiful.
That was a really nice dress. I'm not too worried about Marion, though. I think she's fine.
Paula, get down here!
Yes, you.
You poor.
I can tell what she's about to do. Yep. Excellent. Yeah, see? Don't have to worry about her.
Whoops.
Oh, dear.
What is this stuff, Renee?
I grew up with this.
Oh, shit. Okay. I have a little bit of worry for Marion now. Okay. A lot of worry for Marion now. Wasn't expecting us to find it so soon.
Take it out! Easy!
Conan, wake your men!
Indy, the torches are burning out.
I feel like they should have been on the box as it was being pulled up. No.
Whatever are you doing in such a nasty place?
Why don't you come on down here? I'll show you.
So once again, Jones, what was briefly yours is now mine. What a fitting end to your life's pursuit.
Son of a bitch.
Raider, you get your hands off of me!
Now, how in the heck do we get out of this place?
Where are you going?
Through that wall. Just get ready to run, whatever happens to me.
Ugh, do not like the look of the snakes coming out of the wall.
Indy?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Ew. Oh, no thanks. No. Gross. Oh. Well, okay. Why did I expect them to be in there for a lot longer? Oh my gosh, watch out for these blades. Love that the pilot just can't hear them, apparently. Not this guy strolling out being like, I'm down for a fight.
Come on, Dada!
Oh no. Ouch. Oh my gosh, careful. Nice. Oh my gosh. Go, 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 go. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this dude. Nice.
Come on, go!
I don't know why I was bracing myself like this movie would go that gory. Phew. Well, they now have one less plane, so that's good.
I want plenty of protection. Jawohl, Herr Oberst. Jones.
Jones, indeed.
Holy smoke, my friend!
I'm going after that truck.
How?
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
Kind of just what, yeah, you have to do. The guy's in the truck. Oh no. Okay, this is good. He's driving the truck that has the arc. I love that we just saw him do that and smile, and then we see the aftermath. It's everything. Again, nice. Oh my gosh. Wow. No. Oh, there's two left. Last man standing. Indeed. Ouch. Oh my gosh. He's doing that with a shot arm. See you. Oh, excellent. Amazing. Love it. I feel like we still have the runtime left for more shit to go down.
You're my good friend.
No.
That is for fire, that is for your children, and this is for you.
Lovely. Tala is awesome.
Oh, British.
Oh.
Please, I don't need a nurse. I just want to
He's
sleep.
such a baby.
Marion, go, Ray. Yes.
Let her help.
God damn it, Indy, where doesn't it hurt?
Here. Here.
Cute.
Jones. Jones? We never seem to get a break, do we?
To be fair, I think he really does need some sleep.
What's happening? We have most important friends.
Holy shit.
I sent my man for you. You and the girl, Mrs.
Don't you touch me.
Jones is dead. I killed him. This girl, however, has certain value where we're headed. She'll bring a very good prize.
Ew.
She fails to please me, you may do with her as you wish.
Disgusting man. So the Ark just burned the Nazi burnt stamp thing off. Thought it was going to be a hole.
Good.
Warum schläfst du? Wo ist dein Hemd? Wasch dich mal. Steh auf. Hello? I'm gonna blow up the Ark, Renee.
Marion's like, well, I should get out of the way.
Your persistence surprises even me. You're gonna give mercenaries a bad
The
name.
bug that just crawled into his mouth, though? The actor didn't even flinch at all.
Blow it up. Zurück! Yes, blow it up! Blow it back to God. You want to see it open as well as I. We are simply passing through history. This is history.
He has the Ark, doesn't he? Or he put it somewhere? Because he did go in the room with it. Maybe not. I guess with how big it is to transport, that wouldn't really make much sense. He just took what was in it. Or, because sorry, now I'm just remembering what they were talking about at the very start of the movie with like supernatural, yeah, magic. Literally forgot about that this whole movie up until now. So Indy didn't do anything. It was itself.
Don't look at it. Shut your eyes, Marion. Don't look at it no matter what happens.
So if you look at it, they kill you?
Don't look, Ray!
Don't open your eyes. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, yep. Okay. There's that awesome 1980s body horror coming into play there a little bit. Thank you for your help. Yeeting the bad guys. Why can't I help but feel like even if they had looked at them, they would have just known that they could leave these two be?
Done your country a great service. We thank you.
Where is the Ark?
Somewhere very safe.
The Ark is a source of unspeakable power.
We have top men working on it right now. Who? Top men.
That doesn't help.
Bureaucratic
What'd they
fools.
say?
They don't know what they've got there.
Well, I know what I've got here.
Aww. Super cute. So where is it actually? Oh, you're literally just storing it. That's not top men working on it. This place is massive. Wonder what all they have in here. This one really ends like in such a way where it's just like the end of a chapter. So I thought that maybe it is all one story. The first 3 movies, like I know that people have called it a trilogy. I guess I always thought they were separate stories with more of a separate story, but maybe not. Maybe we do get some really strong continuation off of this first one. I guess I will just have to keep watching to find out. Well, that was just as fantastic as I expected that it would be. Thank you so much for joining me for this and watching my reaction. I really appreciate it. I'm very, very excited to continue with the movies. This first one, I can see why so many people love it. I have to talk about the music first because I feel like the score really, really elevated the movie in such a wonderful way. Not just the main Indiana Jones theme, which I had heard before, but I feel like that's as iconic of a theme as Jaws or Star Wars. Like John Williams has just made so many iconic movie themes. But even just the music during scenes where not a whole lot was happening, the music still just made such an impact and really elevated the scenes and elevated the tension. And I really loved the music when our characters were like sneaking around and hiding. It was just lovely. And then the music, oh my gosh, during the truck chasing scene where Indy was driving the truck that had the Ark. Oh my gosh, that whole stretch actually was fantastic. From the moment that Indy got on the horse all the way through until the end of it, it was probably my favorite moment in the whole movie, I would say. It was just very exhilarating to watch. It was fun to see Harrison act Indy every time like he swerved, and just the little smiles that he would give was really fun. And then watching the character also get kicked out of the truck but yet hang on underneath, up and around, back in the cab. Like, yeah, it was so great. It was action-packed and fun. The moment where he sent the car with the 2 or 3 guys off the cliff, that was a shock because I did not realize they were driving on something like that. I don't think they actually were literally, of course, but which is probably why I didn't think. But anyway, that was such a fun, humorous surprise. I guess, I mean, I figured there would be humor in this movie. I guess I wasn't expecting as much humor as there was, but I like how much humor there was because, yeah, it's very clear that this movie is like, or it was made to be family friendly. There were a lot of moments where I was expecting to see things and then they weren't shown. So that's kind of where like the whole family friendly nature comes in. However, at the very end, when the Ark destroyed all the Nazis, as it would have, of course, the faces melting and the faces like turning sunken and stuff, that very much reminded me of like similar visual effects to like The Thing and The Blob. Reactions to both on the channel, by the way. Oh, loved those movies. So yeah, so it was shocking to see that when we hadn't really seen that kind of thing at all the whole movie prior. So yeah, that was interesting and a little bit of a shock as well. So I loved it. And yeah, I'm gonna stand firm at the end here with that last scene. I don't think it mattered that, yeah, Indy and Marion had their eyes open because they're not Nazis. The Ark was Jewish, so obviously they're gonna fucking destroy the Nazis. I feel like it could just sense how you align and then act accordingly, right? That's kind of my thinking. I don't think it had anything to do with whether their eyes were open or not, to be fair. That whole scene was very interesting. I like how I completely forgot about the mention of magic and like supernatural and stuff at the start of the film when they were talking about it. That only just hit me at the end when I was it was after, yeah, the sand, when they opened it and it was sand. I still thought in my mind, I'm like, oh, maybe Indy did like replace, because we had the very opening of the movie where he did that, replace sand to take I can't even remember what it was now, that he took out of the the temple thing, but that's what I thought he did. I thought that he had taken whatever was in there out, put sand in, but no, it was just the Ark itself. So that was really cool. Super fun. Yeah, very excited to continue. I, again, have no idea if this is a continuous story or not. So by the time that I really want to have these first 3 movies watched before this first one even goes out on the YouTube channel, because I kind of don't want spoilers about that. Like I want to know what, because I always thought that these were more contained, but the way that this ended, I feel like it did have a firm ending, but it also felt kind of open. But at the same time, I also know the titles of the other movies. I think, well, we've got Temple of Doom, so that feels like something totally different. And then I can't remember what the other one is called. Anyway, I'm just excited to continue. This is going to be so much fun. Harrison is Indy. So good. Yes, he acts this character very, very well. I love that the character is stubborn. I like Harrison's facial expressions for Indy. I just like his overall vibe. And I like how he gets hurt. I like that he perseveres. I like that he just has a really wonderful attitude. I also really like Marion a lot. I really like that Marion was written to hold her own. Not all the time, but most of the time she can hold her own very well. That scene where her plan was to outdrink the French guy. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. But I liked her plan. I loved her plan. I love how it was shown and how it was done. And then, we cut back to her just absolutely laughing her face off her chair. Meanwhile, Mr. is just calm. And then I was like, oh no, never mind. It was a good plan. But yeah, Marion was cute. A good sidekick in this, a good companion. So yeah, I really liked their dynamic as well. I think Karen Allen is her name. I'm pretty sure I've seen her in something else before, but I can't think of what that might be. I have to look up her IMDb or something, or look up her Letterboxd and see what films I've watched. But yeah, she was absolutely lovely. I have no idea if she is a recurring character in this. I also have no idea if Sala is a returning character. I so hope so, because I loved him so much. I love the friendship between him and Indy, and I liked when he was helping us out, and I liked his attitude a lot. He was just super, super kind, and just a wonderful friend. And yeah, I would love to see him again if that's possible, but I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to expect moving forward, but I'm looking forward to it. If it's more of this, which I feel like it is, because I know there's some criticisms about the newer movies, which is valid, because like Harrison's a lot older, and then of course it's more modern, and yeah, there's so much nostalgia for movies like this. I mentioned at the start, I don't know if Steven Spielberg did all 3 of these 80s movies, or if it was just this first one. I'm not gonna look that up. I kind of just want to wait until I press play on the second movie and then see which director's name pops up. One thing I will say is I really hope that John Williams does the score for all of these movies. I feel like he probably would. The music, I think the music was genuinely probably my favorite thing about, I loved everything. I loved the acting, the story, the filming. Oh my gosh, cinematography in this. Steven Spielberg is just, he's wonderful, and he's made some incredible movies, and I still have so many of his movies that I haven't seen yet. I need to continue working through his list of films and get them all watched. But yeah, just there were so many amazing shots. The use of lighting in this movie was phenomenal. I mentioned earlier, I love the shadow work in this movie, and that just continued to happen. Even after I first said that, we had so many more moments where we're just seeing shadows on the wall, or the shadows, we could still see the characters, but then the shadows that they were from them in the same shot, and then also shots where we're just seeing silhouettes. Oh, I love it. It was just visually a very beautiful looking movie. And then my favorite scene, the truck chase scene, the cinematography during that was awesome as well. This movie really had my attention. I loved it a lot. I'm so excited to continue. I don't think I really have anything else left to say, honestly. This is a solid 5 out of 5 movie for sure. I really enjoyed it. So I'm really excited to hear your thoughts as well. But before we get into that, we need to go to Letterboxd, of course, as always, to see what other people have to say about Raiders of the Lost Ark. 4.5 stars. Indiana Jones could text me at 12:24 a.m. for a booty call, and I would have already responded to him at 12:22 a.m. saying I'm on my way. Yeah. Harrison, yeah, this era of him, he was fine. Oh, this is a good point that I actually didn't realize myself. 4 stars. In one scene, Indy is a nerdy professor who gets flustered when a student hits on him. 2 scenes later, when ex-flame Karen Allen tells him, "I was just a child," he grunts, "You knew what you were doing." Indy becomes a different man when he puts on that hat. Yeah, I didn't catch that difference myself, but this person is right. He does become a bit of a different person. And then we did have a scene later on again where he's like kind of back in that professor vibe. So you could almost kind of equate it to like Clark Kent Superman in a way, just like the non-superhero-y but more the archaeological Nazi punching vibe. Yeah, he has like 2 kind of sides to him. Yeah, I dig that. Ooh, I'm gonna pull out a few sentences of this longer review that was rated 5 stars. I feel like this was such an interesting period of filmmaking where guys like Spielberg and Lucas were taking the simplistic serial heroes and pulpy iconography of their childhood and asking themselves, yo, but what if this was actually good? They were making love letters to the films of their youth, but they also somehow managed to deepen and spark their own iconographies in the process. In a weird way, filmmakers crafting love letters to their childhoods has kind of become the standard practice of the movie machine these days, but I don't think anyone has ever captured the perfect lightning in a bottle blend of fresh and pastiche. I have never seen that word in my life. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. That these films achieved in their time. Maybe it was the fact that these were born out of love of medium, not love of franchise, but I don't know. That's a great review.
Pastiche.
Pastiche. Okay, well, I got the pronunciation right, so that's good. An artistic work in a style that imitates that of another work, artist, or period. Or imitating the style of an artist or work. Today, I learned a new word. I love being the age that I am, and I'm still learning new words. I love it. And with that, it is now that time of the video where I turn it to you. I am so excited to read your comments down below about this movie. Do you love this one? Is it one of your top movies of all time? Easy 5 out of 5. Let me know down below. Favorite lines, favorite moments. Let's talk about it. If you're someone that just kind of feels like this movie is meh or average, or you're looking forward to another one that's coming, yeah, I'm excited to hear your thoughts. Just no spoilers, just in case by the time this goes out on YouTube, I haven't yet. I don't think so. I'll clarify in the pinned comment, actually. I'll let you guys know what I have watched so far. Okay, let's do that. All right. Thank you guys so much again for your time. I really appreciate it. Reminder, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Click that notification bell so that you get notified of all my new releases here on YouTube. You can also join my channel membership if you want early access to these edited versions and to help support what I do. Patreon for extra stuff, polls, full-length watch-alongs, tons of exclusive reactions, other things like live streams here and there. Links as always down below. Really appreciate your support. Names that just went by here on the screen. Thank you guys for your support over on Patreon. It means the world. I am very, very excited to continue this. So with that, I'll wish you guys a wonderful day. Thank you again for being here, and we will see you next time. Take care, everybody.